WiseGuyBets here with some picks from DFS DraftKings main slate. 12 games on the slate. Today's date is 6/9/2021. And let's get right in, and we're going to look at the pitcher position. At pitcher, we're looking at Adam Wainwright. His projection for today is 11.9 fantasy points. He's averaging about 6.1 innings pitched per game. His last three, he's pitched 8, 5, and 7. His fantasy points for the last three games is 31, 15, and 11. He's averaging 16 fantasy points over 11 games. He's at home tonight. Over under on the game is 8. He's facing the 20th worst lineup in home. I think he exceeds his projection of 11.9. His salary is $9,500. I think he easily gets past 11.9 fantasy points tonight. So Mr. Wainwright is someone I want to get into my lineup at pitcher tonight. At catcher tonight, we're going to look at Martin Maldonado for Houston. His projection for tonight is 6.5 fantasy points. He has 4 homers on the season. He's getting about 4 at-bats per game. His last 3 games, he's got 0, 7, 9 fantasy points. His salary is $2,600. Against the pitcher he's facing tonight, he's 2 for 4, 2 singles. The over-under in the game is 10. I like that. His last 5 against Boston, 0, 5, 6, 0, 9. Just like his matchup tonight. I like his price. Compared to other players at the position, I don't think they would do much better than him. Probably an alternative to look at is Gary Sanchez, who is pretty hot right now, but he's going to be $4,400. The over-under in that New York game is 8.5, but he's hot. He's got 3, 14, and 21. It's probably an alternative, but my pick is Mr. Martin Maldonado for tonight at the catcher position. At first base, we're looking at Jared Walsh for the LA Angels tonight. His projection is 8.3. He has 13 home runs on the season. He's batting .297. He's getting 3.5 at-bats per game. His last 3 games, he's gotten 4, 2, and 1, which probably explains his 0 for his last game. And I like players coming off of 0, so his last 3 games are 9, 8, and 0. The over-under is 8.5 in this game. That plays out as projected. You're looking at possibly 5 at-bats. So my pick for tonight is Mr. Walsh coming off of 0, playing a full game if he's healthy. And as I see right now, he's going to be in the lineup. So Jared Walsh is someone I want to get into my lineups at first base tonight. At second base tonight, we're looking at Jose Altuve for Houston. His projection for tonight is 8.3. He has 9 homers on the season. He's batting .297. He's getting about 4.1 bats per game. His last 3 fantasy points in his last 3 is 11, 14, and 4. Salary for tonight is $5,100. He is currently 6 for 18 against the Boston pitcher tonight with 3 singles, 1 double, 2 home runs. The over-under, I really like this, is 10. If things play out correctly, he'll definitely get 5 at-bats. The more at-bats, the better. They are on the road. He is a leadoff hitter. But I do like Mr. Altuve tonight in Boston at second base. So Mr. Altuve is someone I want to get into my lineups at second base tonight. At third base for tonight, I'm going with Rafael Devers. Again, it's from this Boston-Houston game, which has a pretty high run total. Mr. Devers is expected to get 7.8 fantasy points tonight. He has 15 homers on the season. He's batting .271. He's getting around 4 at-bats per game. His last 3 games is 0, 3, and 4. His average for the season over 58 games is 10 fantasy points. He's been a little cool lately. I like his matchup against his pitcher. He's batting .500. He's 3 for 6, 1 single, 2 doubles. I like the extra base hits. They are also at home. His last 5 against Houston is 0, 0, 6, 11, and 4. It's time for him to have a breakout game, and I think against a pitcher that he's had success against, it's a great possibility for tonight. So Rafael Devers is someone I want to get into my lineup at third base tonight. At shortstop tonight, we're going to go with a little value pick here. We're going to take Alderton Simmons for Minnesota. They're at home against New York tonight. His projection is 6.7 fantasy points for tonight. He has 2 homers on the season. He's getting 3.4 at-bats per season during the season. His last 3 games, he's gotten 3, 10, and 3 fantasy points. He's had pretty good success against the New York pitcher. He's 7 for 20, batting .350 with 6 singles and 1 triple. So I like him at home. I do like the over/under of 8.5 runs, and I just like his success against the pitcher he's facing tonight. I think it's a good value pick. I think he meets that 6.7. If you're looking for someone you can get in your lineup that's a little cheaper at $2,300, I think Mr. Simmons is someone you should definitely consider at shortstop tonight. He's someone I'm looking to get in my lineups at shortstop tonight. In the outfield tonight, we're looking at Nelson Cruz from Minnesota. His projection for tonight is 9.4 fantasy points. He has 10 homers on the season. He's batting .280. He's getting about 3.4 at-bats during the season. Over his last 3 games, he's had 3, 3, and 17 fantasy points. Against New York, over his last 5, he's had 18, 21, 18, 7, and 2. Against the pitcher he's facing tonight, he's batting .214. He's 3 for 14 against the pitcher. All 3 of those hits been extra base hits, 3 doubles. I like him at home tonight. I do like the matchup. Salary's $4,900. Mr. Cruz, when he seems to get going, he had 17 last game. He seems to keep it going for a few games. So Nelson Cruz is someone I'm looking to get in my lineup at in the outfield tonight. So those are my picks for today. As usual, I use Draft Dashboard to get a quick analysis of players. Also, please like my videos if they help you, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Until the next video, peace.